influence you by targeting your weaknesses, leading you to do things you wouldn't normally do, ultimately leaving you in a situation that seems inexplicable, as if it were your own choice. This video is prepared to explore the fundamentals of dark psychology and understand how it affects our behaviors and lives. By focusing on the most common manipulation tactics people use to influence and control others, it aims to uncover the methods used fundamentally and help you recognize these tactics. Are you ready to explore this content together, which will make it easier for you to notice if someone is using these tactics against you? Let's get started. To persuade someone to do something they wouldn't normally do. This strategy often aims to make the victim feel guilty, sad, ashamed, or scared, pushing them into unwanted behavior. Manipulators can use various methods to turn things in their favor and influence others. One form of manipulation is playing the victim role to gain sympathy. By portraying themselves as being in a difficult situation, is using emotional blackmail to force the victim into unwanted behavior. Manipulators may threaten or exploit emotional ties to achieve their desired outcome, often preying on the person's fears. Avoiding these types of manipulations can be challenging, but paying attention to specific clues can help protect yourself. To be cautious against emotional manipulations by others, focus on the following elements. 1. Recognize emotional reactions. Manipulators try to influence by using the emotional reactions of the victim. By recognizing these reactions, you can protect yourself and evaluate the situation objectively. 2. Question the facts. Manipulators often distort or fabricate facts to influence. Therefore, questioning the facts and being informed helps evaluate the events objectively. 3. Set your boundaries. Knowing your emotional boundaries and respecting them is crucial. To prevent others from manipulating you, establish clear boundaries. 4. Empathize with attention. Manipulators may try to establish empathy with their victims. However, it's essential to focus on evaluating the situation objectively rather than providing empathy. Avoiding emotional manipulation requires understanding these techniques and developing awareness to deal with such situations, along with establishing firm boundaries. Using love and hatred. These also fall into the realm of emotional manipulation. However, due to their broad nature, I found it appropriate to address them separately. Love and hatred are the most extreme emotions among our feelings. When other emotions reach their extremes, manipulation becomes challenging. However, as love and hatred intensify, manipulation becomes easier. When someone's love grows, they become more willing to compromise and do anything for the person they love. Initially, others can easily exploit this by using emotional blackmail. However, the manipulator could also be someone we love. You've probably witnessed various forms of manipulation in relationships. However, when we are the victims and intensely experience love, it becomes difficult to think and use logic. We become susceptible to manipulation. Resisting against it is challenging. The only thing you can do is always prioritize yourself. In such situations, being a bit selfish is beneficial. The use of hatred is the easiest. In the initial stages, the manipulator doesn't need to do anything. They simply bring out the hatred within the person they want to manipulate. You can often see this manipulation in societal influence. It could be hatred towards a group or action. Manipulators associate a person with that group, making others hate them too. The only way to resist this manipulation is to be aware of your hatred and know how to limit it. If your hatred is directed at a specific action, focusing solely on that action will be crucial. Option limitation. Option limitation is a strategy where one deliberately narrows another person's choices to achieve the desired outcome. This manipulation tactic often involves restricting information or resources to limit someone's decision-making ability. For example, it could involve forcing someone to choose between two equally unappealing options, pushing them towards an undesirable preference. You will most commonly encounter this in the form of yes or no choices. Even if you don't particularly want to do something at that moment, the pressure of the question often leads you to choose what the other person desires, usually to maintain the relationship. This tactic aims to make the target person more inclined to make a specific choice when they have fewer options. For instance, a sales representative may adopt a strategy of providing only 2 options that fit your budget and needs, steering away from overwhelming you with choices and instead offering more focused assistance. This way, instead of getting lost among numerous options, it becomes easier for you to make a decision. Limiting options is usually better for us because having too many choices can make decision-making difficult, and we might end up dissatisfied with our decisions. Studies have shown that people who make choices in situations with only a few options tend to be more satisfied with their decisions compared to those faced with an abundance of choices. This is because the curiosity about the options not chosen interferes with our satisfaction. It is crucial to recognize such a tactic and understand whether option limitation is being done in line with our preferences or with the intention of restricting choices. This tactic can be employed by individuals who may not be perceived as manipulators in various situations. Deliberately limiting options can influence the decision-making process and make it challenging for the person to make the choice that best suits them. Therefore, understanding the strategies behind option limitation can help us be more conscious when dealing with such situations. Use of authority and popularity. This generally involves individuals leveraging their position or influence over others. One clear example is in advertisements. Politicians often use this process to win voters, garner support for their political views, or persuade people to align with a specific policy or leadership style. In this context, powerful arguments, statistics, and emotional interactions play a significant role in politicians' efforts to influence their target audiences. The individual standing in society makes them susceptible to being influenced based on the groups they are affiliated with. Major brands also attempt to influence consumers using a similar strategy. Using celebrities as brand ambassadors aims to convey a strong message to consumers about the quality, reliability, and prestige of products. This can enhance consumer confidence in the products and influence purchasing decisions. Additionally, the public image of celebrities can strengthen a brand's image and make the product more appealing. In such cases, the actual quality of the product may not be as crucial, as people tend to follow and trust those they love or respect, often purchasing unnecessary items just to resemble the famous person. The opposite can also happen. Politicians, to gain an edge over their rivals, may try to diminish them in your eyes, leveraging their popularity and followers to do so. Similarly, individuals who are famous and have a substantial following have the power to turn their entire audience against a brand or someone else due to a personal issue. Additionally, the use of authority involves using power or influence to persuade an individual to do something. In this case, managers or leadership figures may attempt to compel an individual to accept a specific decision or take a particular action by leveraging their authority. This could involve applying pressure on an employee to perform a specific task or exhibit certain behavior. Threats may include assigning worse tasks or job relocations, and in some cases, even the threat of termination. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology can be a powerful tool to persuade people to do things they do not want to, or even to convince them to do things they shouldn't. Recognizing reverse psychology in action is not always easy. This tactic relies on a person concealing their true intentions and expressing themselves in the opposite direction. Reverse psychology often aims to create a contradiction between what a person says and their actions. Someone may use an overly serious tone to express that they are not trying to get you to do what they actually want you to do. This technique is frequently employed in various situations, particularly as part of disciplinary procedures in parenting. For instance, a parent may engage a child's interest and encourage the desired behavior by telling them to do the opposite of what is desired. Similarly, in the field of education or the business world, teachers and managers can also utilize this tactic. Reverse psychology can enhance motivation to prompt students or employees to perform better. For example, a teacher may encourage students to take on a challenging task in a specific subject, motivating them to put in more effort. Through the use of reverse psychology, individuals can be encouraged to explore their potential and surpass their limits. However, it is essential to remember that reverse psychology is not always effective. Some individuals may resist such tactics or recognize the manipulation. Additionally, maintaining it as a reliable communication strategy in the long run can be challenging. While there are situations where reverse psychology can be used for positive purposes, it is often exploited for malicious intents. People may attempt to push you into unfavorable situations using words like, "You can't do it," "You're afraid," or "You can't go." Individuals often perform the action to prove themselves against these challenges. To resist this, clear boundaries are crucial. Understanding the intentions of the person trying to persuade you to do something by focusing on possible outcomes is important. Dark psychology is a powerful tool that, if you're not careful, can enable someone to gain control over you. By knowing which tactics to watch out for, you can better understand your own emotions and behaviors and make decisions that are right for you. While it's important to have this foundational knowledge, it's also crucial not to fall into the trap of always thinking someone is trying to manipulate you. I hope this video has helped you gain a better understanding of the foundational aspects of these commonly used manipulation tactics. What do you think? Have you also been exposed to similar manipulation tactics? Share your thoughts and comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends so we can create more content. Click the subscribe button for more videos